Yo, what up everybody? It is your boy Fitzmug TV here, aka GLauren33. I want to welcome you guys back here to the channel. This is your official Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 59 review here. I want to thank our boys DBS Hype, Dragon Ball Super France, and everybody that was able to get us the chapter early. It seems like we're always able to get the chapter a couple days early here on Fitzmug TV. I gotta thank my bros for that. So Dragon Ball Super Chapter 59 is here. This has been a long awaited chapter in the community because we see the return of Ultra Instinct Goku going up against Moro. This is basically the climactic battle of the Moro arc. We're still waiting on Vegeta, and before we get into the review itself, I want to let you guys know, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to slap a like on this video and also subscribe and enable notifications by clicking the bell right next to my name, Fitzmug TV, so you guys are notified every time I post a new video, especially when it comes to Dragon Ball Super, the manga, anime, all that in general. Also, before we get into the review, I just want to say this. This was a really good chapter. There's a lot of action, of course, since this is a huge battle between Goku and Moro. But even near the end of the chapter, I still get the sense, as strong as Ultra Instinct Goku is, I just don't think it's going to be enough to take down Moro. Not because Goku's not strong enough, but as long as Moro has that ability to absorb energy, it doesn't matter how strong Goku and Vegeta get. Ultra Instinct, fusion, it doesn't matter, so I believe that whatever Vegeta's bringing to the table, no matter if it's a new technique or some kind of secret form, it's going to have to be something that's going to be able to counter or, negate Moro's energy absorption, because that's really the big X factor. Goku and Vegeta have gotten so much stronger, just like they do in every single arc of Dragon Ball Super. But as long as Moro has that energy absorption, it's going to be a problem. But getting into it, I don't want to waste any time. I love the way Goku looks here in the cover, man. Look at him with that Ultra Instinct shine, man. Great job. The art and, the paneling by Toritaro, it just seems to get better with every single arc. But this chapter is called Awaken Ultra Instinct Omen. So Piccolo and Gohan, they're talking, and Piccolo goes how this battle will not only decide the fate of the Earth, but it will also decide the fate of the entire universe. Because if Moro wins, not only will he absorb Earth, but he'll go to every planet in the universe and, destroy their energy. Unless, like Beerus gets involved or something like that. But getting into it, we see Goku and Moro facing off. Moro knows that this is an upgraded Goku. He knows that Ultra Instinct is a technique of the gods. He doesn't know this is a what Ultra Instinct is, but he knows this is a technique of the gods. So he finds this very interesting and compelling. But later in the chapter, we also find out that Moro also believes he is on the level of the gods. So even though like Moro is kind of interested, he's not really that concerned, because Moro's one of the scariest villains we've ever seen in Dragon Ball. Like legit, no matter how this arc ends, we're gonna look back at Dragon Ball Super and Dragon Ball as a franchise and remember that Moro is probably one of the scariest villains we've ever seen. Because throughout Dragon Ball Super, we've had Beerus, Beerus, Hit, Jiren, Broly, enemies, but not really evil enemies, more just adversaries for Goku and Vegeta. This guy is purely evil. But we see Goku gets down in the stance, and it's like very similar to Dragon Ball Super Broly. If you guys remember in the movie when Goku transforms into Super Saiyan Blue, we see Goku do a similar stance. Like I don't remember any real times in Dragon Ball when we've seen Goku go into this stance. And going into it, so basically we see Goku is on the attack, and in the first part of this battle, so for the first part of this chapter, Goku has the advantage. Moro is quickly able to figure out that what makes Ultra Instinct so dangerous is the speed, right? Yes, it's a power-up form, it gives you a lot of power, but it's the speed, because that speed allows you to dodge, attacks. And we also know that Mastered Ultra Instinct, not only do you get able to dodge attacks at a high rate, but you're also able to counterattack. That's the reason why I don't think we saw Mastered Ultra Instinct in this chapter, because Mastered Ultra Instinct is so OP that there would be almost no point of Dragon Ball or this arc in general, because Goku would be on such a high level. All right. So I now reading this chapter, understanding what goes on, I can understand why they decided to have Goku master or not, or at least master Ultra Instinct Omen, where he can use it whenever he wants. But there is a very big weakness to Ultra Instinct Omen, which we'll get into in just a second. You know, but yeah, Ultra Instinct Omen, as strong and as powerful a form it is with its techniques and its abilities, it still has workarounds, which I kind of like how they address in this chapter. So we seen Goku's on the attack, and he's at Moro's able to block these attacks, but he's having trouble. You can see he's struggling here, and that continues throughout these panels. Goku's throwing punches and kicks. There's also a part where Goku is in the air, and like we have most of the panels here. I just don't have all of them. I'm trying to limit them, of course, because Soatia. But anyway, there's a part where Goku is in the air and Moro is just firing ki blasts at Goku, but Goku using Ultra Instinct, of course, very similar to how he did against Kefla in the Tournament of Power in the anime of DBS. Goku is dodging these attacks, and Moro starts to pick up on that, how, Ultra Instinct is more about speed than power. But you see, Goku is pretty much still on the attack. So one of the things that Moro tries, and this is one of the things that is really scary about Moro. So what Moro does is, Moro, we know the big thing about him is his magic powers. He's not like a Jiren or a Broly where their power is focused on brute strength. His power, he's strong, but his power lies behind his magical techniques and abilities. He's able to use those to work around his opponents. So what he does is he uses this sealing technique, kind of similar to something we've seen Frieza do in the past, but this is on a different level. So basically, Moro is able to use this sealing technique on Goku's hands and his feet, and it kind of locks Goku in place. So then Goku, he can't move, and he needs his arms and his legs to, move and attack. So basically, he's able to hold Goku in place, and Goku starts falling down to the ground, but Goku is actually able to see through this attack, and even though the technique lasts for a little bit, Goku's able to break out of it. After this, Goku asks Moro, is that one of your magical techniques? Moro's like, yes, and trust me, I have tons more, which is kind of scary. We still haven't seen Moro at his full power and his full, techniques. Like, this guy Moro is something else, all right? So basically, this is Goku and Moro discussing. Moro talks about how he's not at his full power. And like I said, man, this guy Moro is scary. The fact that he's able to hang with Ultra Instinct Omen and he's not at full power, it's scary. And, the fact that we're most likely, at least not right now, it doesn't even look like we're going to see Mastered Ultra Instinct. It's crazy. It really is crazy. But we see Piccolo and Jackal, they're talking about how Moro is, powering up the full power, and how the big thing is Moro's energy absorption, and how Goku needs to watch out for that. But the thing about it is, even Goku's not even at full power yet. So still, this is like a back and forth battle, and I really like this. I'm kind of glad that they didn't rush this chapter, they didn't rush this fight, because you guys can tell by the way the panels are drawn, they took their time, because this is a huge fight. This is the biggest fight in the Dragon Ball Super manga so far. We haven't had an enemy this, powerful, this, evil. So definitely, I love that they took their time. They could have easily rushed this, because you guys remember back in the Tournament of Power in the manga, when we had Ultra Instinct Goku versus Jiren, they were in a rush to get to the Moro arc, because they want the manga to be ahead of the anime, because we all know Dragon Ball Super will eventually return. They wanted to rush through this, or rush through that fight between Goku and Jiren. They're not rushing through this fight with Goku and Moro, which I gotta give them props for. Alright? So basically, as Moro is starting to power up, we pan over the planet Yardrat, and we've been talking about how we all think that Vegeta is the big key here, right? Vegeta is the key for all this to go right. We don't know if it's going to be a new form or some kind of special technique, but we know Vegeta, he's still on planet Yardrat. We haven't seen him in like 2 chapters, but Vegeta is able to sense that Goku and Moro are fighting. I don't know if he's able to, sense Moro, or if the spirit technique is able to allow him to also sense Goku's energy. Because remember, it's stated by Piccolo and the others that they're not able to sense Ultra Instinct Goku's energy. His energy is at such a divine level that it just can't be sensed. So I'm not sure, but we just know that Vegeta is able to sense the battle going on between Goku and Moro. I thought personally that Vegeta was going to appear at the end of this chapter, but it seems like they're saving that for next chapter. They're really waiting. They're really making us wait on Vegeta, you know? So definitely whatever he is bringing to the table, it has to be fire. It really does. So getting back into it, Moro tries this after image technique, but Goku is able to see right through it, and he dodges it using Ultra Instinct. Of course, you guys can see. I like this little swerve around he does, and he fires up a really good looking Kamehameha wave. I really love the way this looks. Fantastic job by Torotaro with the artwork on this. Definitely, you know, because they've started releasing the Dragon Ball Super manga in color. You know, if the anime doesn't come back for the end of the year, I would love to see the Moro arc in color. That would be fantastic. So then we get back over to Piccolo and Gohan, who are watching the fight. And they're starting to believe now in Goku, you know, because Goku is going at a fast pace and he's keeping Moro on his heels. One thing also we gotta remember, this guy Moro is pretty big. He is huge, and Goku's one of the tallest characters, you know, in the franchise. He's pretty big, and we know Piccolo is probably the tallest sea fighter, but Moro is just huge. Just look at it, man. But basically, Piccolo, Gohan, they're watching the fight. They believe that Goku has the advantage because Goku has the speed. He's faster than Moro. We know they don't know if he's stronger because they can't sense his ki, but they know that he's faster than Moro, and that's pretty much proven. So basically, they believe Goku's Ultra Instinct speed is the key to victory. And Gohan also mentions here that he wonders if Goku can use the Silver form, aka Mastered Ultra Instinct. I think it's, you know, after this chapter, I think it's unlikely that we'll see Mastered Ultra Instinct, and I'll give you guys the reason for that basically right now. So as Gohan and the others are watching, we pan on over to Beerus's planet, and Beerus, he's not even paying attention to the fight. He's fishing for food, and there's a funny moment here when he asks Beerus, oh, did you like learn any Earth recipes with your time with Goku and Vegeta in the Galactic Patrol? But Beerus is like, nah, he was more just focused on the job. But Whis also says that Beerus did a really good job training Goku. You know, I don't know, did Beerus do a better job training Goku than Whis did? I'm not gonna say that. I know people are gonna probably make videos on that. But I think that would be a very interesting discussion video to do. So let me know in the comment section. Should I do a discussion video? Who trained Goku better, Beerus or Whis? I kind of want to wait till the end of the arc to make that decision because we know Whis taught Goku Super Saiyan Blue and set the foundation for Ultra Instinct. But you know, Beerus was able to take Ultra Instinct to new heights because we know this Goku is way stronger than Tournament of Power or Dragon Ball Super Broly Goku. All right, but the big key here, and we know Moro powers up, so he starts overwhelming Goku just a little bit. Whis asked Beerus, oh, were you able to get him to where he would master Ultra Instinct, where he can use the Silver form at will? Beerus says no. The reason for this is Goku was not able to get to that stage, and they knew they didn't have time to waste. So the reason, not the reason. Instead, Beerus focused on having Goku mastered Ultra Instinct Omen because the weakness that Ultra Instinct Omen has is stamina. It drains your stamina very quickly. So kind of similar to Super Saiyan 3 and Super Saiyan Blue, you know? And I don't know how I feel about that because it seems kind of very similar to, just like I just said, Super Saiyan 3 and Super Saiyan Blue. It feels very similar to those two forms. So I don't know how I feel about that. You know, maybe I'll wait till next chapter to make a decision. But, you know, it kind of feels like a cheap writing out to say, oh, this is the weakness of Ultra Instinct Omen. But the thing about it is, Goku starts rushing the fight. All right, he's rushing to defeat Moro, and Moro is able to take this, you know, he's able to pick up on this. Moro is very intelligent, all right? And he picks up on Goku rushing the fight because he picks up that Goku's stamina is not going to last. So Moro starts taking advantage, and Goku, you know, he's still able to hold his own, but his stamina is starting to fail him. So the big thing that happens is, as you guys can see right here, the big event is Moro is able to eventually grab a hold of Goku and squeeze him. Or some people believe he's absorbing Goku's energy, but he's able to squeeze him out of Ultra Instinct right back into his base form. He doesn't go back to one of his other Super Saiyan forms. He goes straight back into his base form. And this is kind of very cool. I love how Moro just grabs Goku by the head, torturing him. And when I originally got the leaks for this chapter, I thought this was going to be exactly when Vegeta would come in. But no, they're still, I guess they're saving that for next chapter. All right. Like I said, they're really making us wait on Vegeta, bro. But either way, you look at this, Goku or Moro takes Goku by the head, throws him into a rock. And then at that point, you're thinking, oh gosh, what's going to happen now? Goku's back in his base form. Well, that's not it, all right? So the end of the chapter, this is basically the end of the chapter right here. Goku is able to get back up. Moro's confident that he's won, but Goku's like, nah, I'm not done yet. He wasn't able to take all the energy from Goku, and Goku is able to go right back into Ultra Instinct Omen. And Goku comments here saying, I'm sorry, Mears, but it looks like trying to finish things quickly because of my weakness with stamina, you know, that's not going to cut it here. So Goku transforms back into Ultra Instinct Omen, and Moro goes on to state, oh, things are getting very interesting, and that's how the chapter ends. So all in all, this was a really good chapter. I love this image of Goku powering back up in the Ultra Instinct Omen. I'm definitely very interested to see where this goes. So Goku basically had the advantage for the first half, but once Moro was able to catch on to Goku's weakness and he was able to power up himself, he took advantage in the second half. So still, both Goku and Moro have taken some damage, and I'm very interested to see where this goes. I'm also kind of glad that we're going to get another chapter of Goku versus Moro in Ultra Instinct, because this is crazy. I'm also kind of interested to see where it goes with 73, because we do know that 73, he can steal people's, you know, powers, so there's still a chance that he could come through, because I still think he's still an X Factor. And we're still waiting on Vegeta, of course. Whatever Vegeta brings to the table, that's also going to be the X Factor. So I think on Moro's side, the X Factor is 73. And on the Z Fighter side, the X Factor is Vegeta. But definitely, I'm very interested to see where this goes. I'm loving it. I hope you guys are loving it as well. Let me know in the comment section down below how you guys like this chapter. I'll make sure to let you guys know this chapter does release. The chapter releases in about 3 days on Viz Media in English. So definitely when the chapter comes out, you know, if you guys want me to make another video, I definitely will. But this has been your official review for Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 59. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm loving this. I love this chapter, and I can't wait to see where they go. Will Goku master Ultra Instinct again? Will we see the silver hair form make an epic return? Will we see Vegeta finally make an appearance with a new form or a new technique? Who knows, but I'm loving where this is going. Thank you guys for all the love and support. Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 60 next month in May. Can't wait for that. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to slap a like on this video. Make sure to comment. Make sure to subscribe. Alright, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to enable notifications by clicking the bell right next to my name, Fitzmonk TV, right after you guys subscribe, so you guys are notified every time I post a new video. I'll see you guys later. Have a great day, guys. Be safe and healthy. Peace.